gentlemen, finessers and finessees, to the greatest circus on planet Earth. Hashtag the Fantasy Football League, no cheese edition. We're a collective group of guys being dudes, just coming in here and just finessing each other, roasting each other, making fun of each other. I mean, what is there else to do in life? I don't think anything, baby. I'm going to jump right into it. This is, again, don't have my normal content due to the fact that the season hasn't started yet. But we're going to make do. We're going to give you guys a little bit of content here. No every girl ever on making an OnlyFans and giving people content they didn't ask for. Let's see. All right, boom. Here we go. I'm going to do the power rankings. So per the request of the league themselves, I'm going to do the power rankings. We're going to look at roster comparison. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say like Andrew that compares the most to an NFL team of some kind, right? So you'll get into it as we go. And then I'm going to do matchups. I'm going to do amount of Rex almost had. I'm going to do matchups, and then I'm going to do match of the week, Thursday night preview, prop bets, and of course the song of the week. Okay, boom. Gonna jump right in here. The power rankings. Now, bear with me, guys. You talk about a first time for everything. I can't believe what I'm saying. I can't believe what I'm seeing. ESPN agrees, and I kind of think I have to agree. He's got enough at quarterback to get by. He's got the best receiver in the league. He's got a good tight end. He's got a PPR hog. He's got 3 workhorse backs. It's scary, and I can't believe I'm saying it. I really can't. But and honestly, there's a song to go on with what this is. It's the first time for everything, baby. Here we go. Rise Against BS, the name of the song. Go look it up. That is the staple of Gary's season. How the fact he is even able to be projected first. How the dude, I have no idea how he's even able to conjure up a roster to the magnitude that he did. But nonetheless, he did it. So bravo, kudos to you. Second in the power rankings, it's the trash bag. Come on, give me a break. I got 2 possible overall QB1s. Bare minimum, I don't see them being out of the top 6 each. Maybe 5-3. I just they should carry me. Call no cheese on having one position group carry you. And I got Amon-Ra, I got Jamar Chase. Those 2, I just think that's enough. Got 2 top 15 running backs. I think I'm enough to be at 2 there, right? I can't help that. I apologize if anyone disagrees, but you're not correct. Calling our Democrats on acknowledging that you disagree, but saying that the other individual is wrong. Alex is number 3 in the power rankings. He's got a good mix of dudes here. Call out Jenny McCarthy on having a bunch of dudes to work with. You got he's Dobbins. He's got Dobbins. He's got good quarterbacks. He's got Hurts and Tua. He's got Andrews, I believe. This is what I remember from his roster. He's got plenty enough to get by. I can't remember his receivers off the jump. Who was it? I don't know, but he did have a solid roster there. I don't want to cut anybody short. Let me make sure. Alex's team, it's right here. Let me look, because he had a solid roster. I don't. It's unfair to cut him short and not mention what he has. He's okay. AJ Brown and Jalen Waddle, right? He got Jalen Waddle at a great discount. AJ Brown's a target hog on a great offense, stacking with. He don't have Hurts, but still great roster. He's got Josh Allen and Tua. Forgive me, but regardless, same player, just different skin tone. But yeah, he comes in at 3 at the power rankings. Clay is in at 4 at the power rankings. He's good enough at quarterbacks with good running backs and good wide receiver core. I don't think his quarterbacks. Let me take a look at them myself. Let's see here. Yeah, he's got Herbert and Goff. That's plenty enough to get by with Chubb, Olave, and Tyreek carrying him, and he doesn't have a slouch at tight end. I think he's good enough to cover the 4 spot. Cheese, I'm putting at 5 because I'm putting it in the middle, right? You can either be if his running backs from the retirement facility hit from the worst offenses in the league, first of all, I'll be mad, don't get me wrong, but if they hit, you can go here, he could be number 1 atop the world, literally could be 12-1, 13-2. I mean, he could literally ball. If they don't hit, the dude might not win a game. No cap. I'm not playing. He literally might not win a game. So there's that. Let's see. Galt is going to come in at number 6. He's got good enough quarterbacks. He's got good enough quarterbacks to fix the rest of his inadequacies. He's got Lawrence and Joe Burrow, 2 guys that they get touchdowns. It's going to be a problem for the rest of the league. You got Aaron Jones, his baby daddy, and Austin Eckler. His wide receiver core is nauseating, but I think he's got enough depth to submit himself in the 6th spot. Calder. Just simply pathetic quarterbacks, but CMC, ETN, Allen, and Adams should be enough to get him into the conversation of the playoff bubble. Evan, if he can get over injuries, he's good to go. But considering his roster was, let me walk through his roster with you. And I'm doing this while I'm on the interstate, so if y'all see a pile up later, it's me. So he's got Daniel Jones and Kenny Pickett. That's enough to get by. Cooper Kupp, RIP to him. He's got Bijan, Devonta Smith. Cortland Sutton's enough while Jerry Jeudy's there. Not great, but enough to give him the 8th spot. Scoggins, I'm going to have to give you the 9th spot, buddy. QBs and running backs. The QB and the running backs is where I kind of fall off at. You had let me do it. Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson. Those will be fine, but you've got Tony Pollard and Brandon Cook, so there's a little bit of Cowboys action there. Kelsey being hurt, I've got to put you down just due to that alone. And then Skeet. I mean, goodness gracious, this will probably change due to his continual change in roster. Call no transfer portal on having continual changes in roster. Call no Florida State on being dependent on said transfer portal to be successful. But his RBs made me nauseous. But Skeet always manages to. He's got a revolving door at roster. Kono B&W and AFL on having revolving doors of employees and rosters. But I think he'll be okay. The first look roster comparison. Okay, boom. Andrew, I most simply resemble the Ravens. Here's why. No one really wants to pay me. I know you don't. I know you don't want to because I'm him, right? You don't want to play me. But you don't want to play me, but this is despite the fact I haven't won a Super Bowl in like a decade. So, yeah, I just, can I win? I don't know. Am I going to have a good record? Probably, but am I going to win the Super Bowl? Probably not, because the spoon prevails. Spoon prevails. That is a just fact, a scientific fact. The spoon will prevail. That is a Blues Clues. It just will happen. Just and just the simple fact that my team's a hospital. So I think that's enough there. Gary, I think he most resembles the Denver Broncos, and here's why. Despite having an extremely inept general manager, he's actually strung together a decent roster. So I don't really understand how that's even possible, considering his past of general manager decisions. But like I said, he's strung together a decent roster. But there is something I want to play just that reminds me of Gary, and I'd like to shout out Toy Story for this piece of information. This also kind of relates to Gary, but here you go.
You're just like me. Trash.
You're just like me. Trash. Complete garbage. Nothing can change that, Gary. I apologize. But yeah, Moving on, Cheese, he most resembles the Bengals, and this is actually really kind of funny how the wage. It's actually really kind of funny how it resembles so closely to Cheese's roster. He's got good receivers, he's got a good quarterback, trash running backs, and he won't win a Super Bowl. Oh, brother, give me that guy. He stinks. And he's just that's about as obvious as that comes. Zachary Calder, I've got a snippet for you as well. Here we go.
Garbage, refuse, trash, or waste. For all these things he has a taste. But there's a garbage truck that works near you at the job he loves to do.
You're a garbage truck.
You'll watch, then you'll see him weekly.
Garbage truck. You. Oh wow, what an incredibly bad roster you have, and an incredibly bad past you have in this league. But his team most resembles the Falcons. Dude just rolls out one good player every week. Might win a game, but won't cause actually any noise. Scoggins, this is pretty easy. He's the Dallas Cowboys because that's his entire roster. He's got Dak, he's got Brandon Cooks, he's got Tony Pollard. They literally have the entire Cowboys roster. Clay, he's the Colts because he don't want to trade the one good player that he has. Connor Jonathan Taylor. Alex, I'm going to give him that 49ers treatment. Decent roster, decent GM, just no threat to the Lombardi Trophy. Galt, goodness gracious, the Steelers. You got rings, but nobody's afraid of you, right? No, it's just the spoon is sketchy, and no one really wants to play the spoon. But overall, like you got hardware, but it's like you're not that good.